Good afternoon and welcome. I'm jumping on just a little bit early, maybe a minute, see if things are working. And it has been a long time since I have done a live video. So my fingers are crossed that it's going to work today. So this is Pat Mayer, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and it is Monday, March 4th. So I will kind of chat a little bit about where I've been. Let's see if anybody is going to be here. Okay. All right, so it says I'm connected to Facebook and YouTube, and I have a green light. Rose, it's so good to be back together again. It's been too long. Thank you. So fingers crossed. So it is now 3:30. So glad you are here. And it has been a very long time. So let me get you back up to speed. Hi, Holly. Welcome. It was my trip of a lifetime. And I'm going to show you a couple pictures here shortly. And before that, I was having the connection issues, and I'm going to keep my eye on that little green button today. I'm actually in a different place in my basement, and I'm standing up instead of sitting down, not that that should make too much difference. And so I did pre-record a video in case something goes wonky, goes wrong again. I still can't put my finger on exactly what has gone wrong. But anyway, I pretty much took the whole month of February off. And my intentions were to do something last week, but how many times do you come back from a trip and you are sick? So I did not have COVID, but I did succumb to, I think, the air conditioning on the plane, and I have had a cold for way too long, and I'm still kind of stuffy and coughy, whatever, but today was actually the first time that I have been down here to create. Hello, Gloria. Glad you are watching. All right, let's jump in. Let me show you a couple pictures from where I went. Let's start with a sunrise. Let's get rid of that. I'm not exactly sure where that was. I have it on my phone, of course, but we had beautiful sunrises, beautiful sunsets, and along the way, we had a beautiful rainbow. And actually, that one went from ocean floor, from the ocean all the way down. It was absolutely stunning on our side of the ship. So it was amazing to go through the Panama Canal, start on the Pacific Ocean, and end up in the Atlantic Ocean. So I am a fan of cruising now. It was amazing, and I'd love to do it again someday, and maybe, who knows. Anyway, let's get to stamping. My light's still green. It's 3 minutes in, and almost 4, and we're working. Okay, so back here. How about that? I remembered what to do and do it right. So apologize if I cough occasionally. Yep, that's what's been hanging along. So I'll try to make it quick and short and simple. I am working today with Fluffiest Friends. It was a stamp set that I wasn't going to get, but I did because I've got littles in my family with a new great-grandbaby who came in January. And of course, my little 2.5-year-old. And this is great for adults. I'm making this card today for an adult. And I'm also pairing it with Perennial Postage, a great set of sentiments. And everything in here is really good. So we've got Mother's Day, Thank you. I know you'll get through this. And that was the card that I actually did on my video earlier, that if this doesn't work, I'll be using it. Hugs, your love beyond measure. It's a great sentiment set, even if you don't pair it with the Perennial Postage dies. And this can be found in the mini catalog, which goes through the end of April. Hello, Shirley. Welcome. So we only have 2 more months with this. And believe it or not, we only have 2 more months with this. And we'll be ready for a brand new catalog. Again, I don't know where the year has gone. I feel like I've missed so much of it in the past month or so. And this one happens to be online exclusive. If you haven't looked at the online options, they're amazing. And there's a whole slew of them going to go live tomorrow. Although I read someplace that some of them might be available today. So that's that. Let's get going. I want to keep this kind of short and sweet so I don't have a coughing fit. I made a card a couple of years ago. It's actually a baby card using obviously things that we no longer have. And that was my inspiration for the card I'm going to make today. So let's make sure, yeah, I think you can see everything. Oh, I'm so excited. This really is exciting, let me tell you, that it's working. Thumbs up. And it's actually been a good day. I play a couple games online. Only things I do. Wordle, if you've not heard of Wordle, it's a great word game. And it's through the New York Times. And then Connections, also through New York Times. So if you're not familiar with those, check them out. Wonderful little things to get your brain going. All right, I am starting with a piece of crumb cake. This one is 8.5 by 5.5, just to make sure. So if you are new to my channel, thank you for watching, and thank you for those of you who've been around for a while coming back. So 8.5 by 5.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4. So this will be a side fold card. I have a piece of designer paper from this amazing set of DSP called Be Mine, and this is in the mini catalog. I think I have used it before. It's so, so cute. Yes, it's very cute. I'm also going to be using the Bee Builder Punch today. So let's just get this glued down. So tell me in the comments what you have been up to. We got through Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day on the cruise ship was fun. I was with a AAA group. I believe there are 38 of us, although we rarely saw everybody in the group unless we had a group meeting. But our AAA director sent us chocolate-covered strawberries. He also sent fruit early on in the trip. It was just amazing. It was just amazing. Can't say enough about it. So there we've got that as our card base. I'm going to go ahead and do the envelope now too with a piece of that and glue that down, because if I put the envelope off till the end, I tend to forget to do it as part of the video. So let's do that. Okay, and do some trimming. That happens to be 6 by 2 1/4, I think, is what works. You could cut it a tad bit shorter. It's actually 2 1/2. 6 by 2 1/2. So spring is in the air. It's I haven't checked the temperature, but it was supposed to get to 70 today, and then maybe cool off a little bit. So it's typical yo-yo weather in Ohio, which also doesn't help for getting rid of congestion and coughing and sneezing. So there we go. We've got our card base and envelope ready to go. And now I'm going to, on this card, I'm going to, where to put the stamp set? I'm going to use this cute little bunny. He's holding a cupcake. You can do a cupcake for anything. This one is going to be a thank you card. And then I'll show you the other couple of cards that I've already made. There are dies, although these would be pretty easy to fussy cut. Oh, you made a great wedding card. Oh, Rose, can't wait to see that. So he got married on the 29th. Boy, they'll never forget that one, will they? You know, I did not, when I got ready to do this, I don't even remember what episode my video is. It's been so long, so I just put Stampin' Up on there. I'll get caught up in a few days, I guess. As I said, this is the first time I've been downstairs. Other than to do laundry, that's it. Okay, let's see. I think I'm going to go ahead and cut this bunny out first. And I've got my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine right here next to me. I don't think you can see it, but you'll be able to hear it. Okay. This would make a cute Easter card too. I know there's an Easter set in the mini catalog, but I don't have that yet. Okay, bunnies are typically going to be kind of white, so there he is. He doesn't have too much color there. Let's see, let's do some bubble bath and give him some color on his ears, and he should have some cheeks. Let's give him some little cheeks. And maybe the pads of his feet. Maybe a little bit of gray. Let's see, that's crumb cake. My smoky slate needs to be replaced. You know, Stampin' Blends do tend to run out if you've used them a lot. The bullet end on this one isn't too bad, but I do need to replace the set, and they do come in sets of 2, light and dark. So we're just going to make him kind of cute here. I love those little pink cheeks. And let's see what we should do for the cupcake. Okay, there are times things happen and I need my glasses. Let's see, that's the dark. I didn't mean to pick up the dark one. And we'll put a Berry Burst Cherry on there and just kind of leave him mostly white. There we go. He's cute. All right. So now I have a piece of basic white that is 2 by, let's see, 2 by 5. And I want this to be a tag. So I grabbed a punch that I don't use a whole lot. And it's this triple tag. I know there's another name for it, but it's triple something. And it's got this nice little tag part on the side. So I'm just going to slide that in on this side. Let's move that out of the way. Now the trick on this one is push it in there, make sure that it's set in right, and punch that down. But then you want to flip it over to mirror it. Don't just slide it over, flip it over to mirror that same punch so that you get something that looks like this. And then this part is the little slit. If you're going to put ribbon or twine in there. So that one has this little centering line right here. So I'm going to put that in there and line it up, which what appears to be the center of my tag. So now I've got that, and I can put some twine in there. Okay, let's get back to the card base. And I like to do something that is not stamped directly on the tag, and I want to use the sentiment that says, "Thank you for your friendship." And I have a piece of crumb cake that I'm going to stamp in early espresso. And this is a strip that's 1 inch, then I'll trim it down as need be when I get the sentiment on here. So thank you for your friendship. Early espresso. And since I'm going to slip that under the tag, I'm going to stamp this close to the top. And let me flip it over, see if I can make it a little bit straighter. If not, I'll flip it back over again. Sorry if you're seeing my head. All right, which side? I guess that's the good side there. So now I can snip that off, make it about the same as it is on the other side, and then I can also trim this a little bit. So just that part's going to peek out from the edge of the tag. So it's just going to peek out like that. So let's put some adhesive on here. I will tell you, it was kind of hard getting my mojo back. There was a day, I guess the Sunday after I got home on Wednesday, I just didn't feel good at all. And one of those rare days where I didn't get dressed, I didn't even make my bed, which is extremely rare. Then things started to turn the corner a little bit. Let me step away a minute while I grab a Kleenex. Okay, So now we've got this, and I think we're going to add crumb cake twine to this. Make a little double loop, and then I will tie a bow. Oh, I can't believe I still have the green light. Everything is working. Okay, let's make that a little bit shorter. And trim that off just a little bit. I need to find my ribbon cutting snips. Things are in a disarray down here, but that's okay. I'll get it done. Okay, now let's put this little bunny on here. He's so cute. And for now, I'm just going to put some adhesive on this right side. And I have a piece of real red. And here's where I'm using the Bee Builder punch. Not this part, not this part, because this is for the wings, this is for the bee body, and this is actually for the antenna of the bee. I don't know if you can see that since it's glaring a little bit. But these are just the perfect size hearts for any card. So I'm going to use that little one and punch out 3 little hearts. And you'll notice that I still have my glass mat here. That was something that was only available during Celebration this year. I have heard, but I can't confirm, that it is something that might become available for customers perhaps later in the year. I don't even know that it's something that's scheduled for the annual catalog. But anyway, if you don't have one, this was a join special. It's great for stamping on even photopolymer, so I will continue to use it even though it's not something that is generally available right now. All right, so now we have our 3 little hearts, and let's add some little dots of adhesive. And my take a pick tool, and just add those to the card. There we go. It is so good to get back to doing this. I have missed so much, but you know, when you just don't really feel good, you don't have your mojo. All right, so now let's add adhesive to the whole part of this. I'm just going to kind of put that at a little bit of an angle. It doesn't have to be straight. Oops. Little hearts weren't quite dry yet. There we go. And let's see if this wink of Stella is working here. Yep. And let's add some sparkle to the hearts. And a little bit of sparkle to the cupcake. And you know, I like to take my bone folder and just add sparkle by tapping. Let's see if there's any on there. I can see it. Tapping some sparkle on there. So there we have it. Cute little card. And this was the one that I made this morning. And this is with the kitty cat on there. And I know you will get through this is the sentiment that is from Perennial Postage. This one's going to go to a good friend who's going through some tough times right now with some cancer. And this one is the same thing, but I did add some grass under there. And then this was my inspiration, kind of getting the mojo part back. I was going through some of my old cards, and this was one that I made, I think 2 or 3 summers ago. Love comes in all shapes and sizes. Of course, I don't believe that's available anymore, nor is the little bear that we learned how to put some clothes on that little bear. And I was making that for a baby shower when my first great-grandson was going to be born. So that was the inspiration for the card. So thank you, Shirley. Again, it's, you know, I think adults like to get things that are cute every once in a while, and it's to bring some cheer. So we'll call this a cheer card. And thank you for your friendship. And here we have another, I know you will get through this. And then on the inside, there are also sentiments that could go with this. You are loved beyond measure. I'm here for you always, which goes well with I know you'll get through this. Big hugs. I can't thank you enough. So again, I think this is a keeper when it comes to sentiments that are good for just about any time. Mother's Day is the only one that is seasonal. But you know what? Every day is Mother's Day, don't you think? Whether you're a fur mother or a mother or a grandmother, it's always good. So anyway, I thank you for being here. Oh, I do like the grass on the card. Yeah, I should have put him on this one too. But again, it's an option, but I left it off on this one. So I made it through all green today. So let's hope that I have turned the corner and things are going to be working from now on. I don't know if it's the location of this or what, but it's all working now. So hopefully I'll see you next Monday, same time, same place. And please be sure to share this video if you like. Invite friends to join my channel. And we'll step it up next week. And I found this little thing too. So thank you for watching. And I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.